that homeboy RD, they tryna steal our recipe. First gotta have.
I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Metro Manila Arena here in the Philippines for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action between these two great warriors. Fighting out of the blue corner, and his opponents, fighting out of the red corner, Rose. We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up. Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. Teddy, the expectation in a matchup like this, a power puncher versus power puncher, is that the fight's not going to last long. But what if it does? Then what?
The guy with less power is going to win because he's a guy that has a reserve in a place that he's ready to go to in case the power's not there.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Able to show you his blocking ability. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Rhodes. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Teddy, I'm going to call this one a little baking soda and vinegar matchup. You know what happens when you put those two things together?
Yeah, you get a volcano, and it's going to explode. And I think before the night's over, you're going to see that.
Here we go. Round two is underway. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Rose. Both these guys obviously hopeful that their cut men will be up to the task tonight. What does it take to be a great cut man?
And you know, that's a great question. First of all, you better have the right coagulants, the right chemicals, the right medications in that corner. Avatine, adrenaline, and you have to have Vaseline where you can put it on it. But the most important thing, you have to be calm. You can't panic. And you have to put pressure on that cut, just the right amount of pressure, and then you put those medicines in it, and then you better have a fighter that can give you a round or two. He can move around and not get caught right away. Give the medicine a chance to work.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. 1 minute to go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh boy, what a round. Wow! Jones has been stunned. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Jones is not putting forth the defense you need to have at this level of the game.
No, but you got to come here with it, Joe. You know, it's easy for you and me to sit back and say, hey, you got to block punches, you got to move your head, you got to evade punches, use your legs. But if you haven't been taught that, and believe it or not, this is boxing 101, this is basic rudiments, basic fundamentals. Some guys have not been taught the defensive skills.
Decide to trade there. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Staying away from the danger there. 10 seconds to go in this third round. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Eddie, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. He's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Roses is doing very nicely on the outside here in this fight. Jones is getting caught with headshots. But Teddy, to me this is pretty simple. Move your head.
Otherwise the other guy will. And he's been moving his head for him all night.
gets one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
That was something right there. Stirs up the fans. That little move right there by Jones.
All right, looks great. Just don't get crazy.
Round number 5 has arrived. Mustard on that hot dog by Jones. Jones has got no chance of keeping his opponent off balance. None at all, because he's not moving at all.
Maybe he doesn't want to. You know, guys start to deteriorate, not just physically outside, but inside. Maybe he's given up already. And maybe he doesn't want to fall down. He knows everybody's going to see that. But maybe this is his way of getting out of there. He knows the ref's going to stop it.
Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Rhodes. Well, if the second half of this fight is anything like the first half we just witnessed, then oh boy, is it going to be fun watching this fight down the stretch.
And I don't think it can change. These guys came here with a certain attitude, a certain mindset, and it's not going to be able to change now. There's no way of all of a sudden in mid-fight being able to go to a defensive fight or a different strategy. What you see is what you get, and you're going to get it the rest of the night.
Rose is staying away from trouble. He's out there on the outside. You know, I wonder if he's taking his man lightly, because he is up on the scorecards, but you can see that he is being pressured and pushed.
You know, he's in there with a real solid guy. I don't think he's taking him lightly. It's just that he's in there in the kind of waters he's never been before. Deep waters. And he's swimming harder than he's ever had to swim before.
Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Last 10 seconds. the end of round 6. Rose's approach to these remaining rounds is going to be critical. I think you do, that he's trailing on the scorecards, but I also think that he's capable of turning things around.
Well, right now it's so close, it's going to come down to the inside, I believe. Whoever does not make those silent agreements, doesn't sign their name to the contract, you know, you get a little tired, gets a little tough, you put your hands behind the guy, you hope the guy grabs and he goes along with it. Whoever doesn't go along with that, whoever brings their hands back and throws those punches, those 2, those 3, those 4 extra punches, they're going to win the fight.
Good defense, just covering up down low. Is stunned and he is hurt. Rose is mounting a comeback here, Teddy. Things were going against him. Now the tide is turned.
Good things come to those who wait or those who persevere. He persevered, good things are happening.
Halfway. Oh, and he is hurt after that series of punches.
He needs to start moving that head.
To this fight, Teddy. These guys are not coming out of 5th gear. Nobody's slowing down.
No, they're fighting a 6th, 7th, and 8th gear.
Rose is able to avoid that punch.
Keep your head moving. Get in there now. Up and down, side to side.
As this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
A rousing left hand by Jones. How about that? A little sizzle by Jones. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
Joe, you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
To go in what has been 2 minutes of sensational action. Neither man coming off stride. Rose is pushing away right there. You can see him shoving, trying to create some space. Get out of the way! Rose is proving to be elusive. Rose is in a hole. There's no other way to say it. He's losing this fight badly.
Yeah, if he was in the casino, guess what? The house would have most of his money. And right now he needs to hit a 7. And that means he needs to roll those dice. He needs to gamble.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. Excellent hook to the body by Rose. Well, this isn't a bad form of defense. You know who did it to you, so stay away from him, right?
Exactly. Keep range a little bit. Now it's up to his opponent to close that range.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Jones. Able to cut down that ring and just push his opponent against the ropes.
You're taking too many punches.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Jones. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. 1 minute to go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh boy, what a round. Nice block by Rose. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Gets rid of that body shot. Wow! Rose is stunned and staggered. And there's the bell. Can you believe that? He was saved by the bell. Teddy, you've been in a spot like this before as a trainer.
Right now, you know what? What do you spend time on? You want to spend time on telling him why he got in that spot, why he got hit. But first, you got to make sure he revives. You got to get him clear-minded. You got to get his senses back first.
Frustrating his opponent with great defense. His opponent got away from that uppercut. Oh boy, look at this. Right from the get-go, they go after one another.
They remind me of my 15-year-old son going to the dinner table.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Jones. Like a sledgehammer, that uppercut by Jones. On the mark with the overhand right. Jones's opponent is saying to himself, I can't believe this. Every time this guy throws, it seems like he lands. He's very judicious with his work.
Yeah, and that's not by accident. You know, that's his temperament. He has that kind of temperament. If you went out with the guy, you talk to the guy, you know, he thinks before he says things. He doesn't just, you know, let his mouth go. He doesn't just let his hands go. He lets him go when he thinks he should.
Oh, and there you go. Rose is in a bad place right now. He was tagged. There it is. Rose is down. He was knocked down there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown. But Teddy, it's what's ahead. This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Somehow he's able to try to continue on here. Now, what should his opponent be doing? Because he looks horrible.
Yeah, he looks like he's on stilts right now, but when his opponent is making a mistake, he's going head hunting. Needs to go down to that body, then back up to the head.
Which way will it go? Let's find out by sending it up to the ring announcer.
We go to the judges' scorecards. All the judges score the points of the unanimous decision. Your winner, the man, Jones.
Jones is your winner by unanimous decision. All three judges giving it to him.
I didn't agree with the judges completely, but they got the right guy winning.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We'll see you next time ringside.